out. We've only played 5 games, but, you know, welcome to the entertainers.
Honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
So, yeah, welcome back. We're top of the league. Obviously, we haven't played enough games for it to mean anything yet, but we haven't lost any games, so that's good. Let's talk about how we got here with the old schedule. One result might stand out to you. It's right there. We'll talk about that in a minute. Last time we met was the 3-0 opening day fixture against Leeds. We then went on to beat Fulham 5-0. Lovely match. Our old bogey team, Sheffield United, who are now in the Championship, they just popped up to just give us a little reminder of why we hate Sheffield United. It's not anything personal, it's just they're our bogey team, all right? They beat us 2-1. I didn't lose faith in the second team because of it, because, well, we need them to get through the season with good rotation. We then carried on our good Premier League form, 2-0 win over Everton, Upamecano getting his first goal, and Sean Longstaff with the 93rd minute banger, which actually won, was it this one or the other one that won Goal of the Month? We've won a lot of awards. I dribbled a bit. Basically, Callum Wilson got Player of the Month, Camavinga, Young Player of the Month, Sean Longstaff, Goal of the Month, me, Manager of the Month. Can't do much better than that. That is all the awards to Newcastle. We then beat Anderlecht in the qualifying game for the European Conference League 1-0 at home, and we beat them 2-1 away just to seal it. Serrano getting both goals in that game, so that was good for him. Now let's talk about that. This 7-0 win over Manchester City. I was pretty much gobsmacked. We stopped scoring after 66 minutes. We felt a bit bad. And it was also the first time, that 66-minute goal, that I've seen an offside decision overturned and the goal allowed. There was a match of many things. Overall, we just absolutely smashed them. Belotti with a hat-trick, Callum Wilson scoring within a minute, Bailey on the score sheet, Serrano came on for ASM, got a goal as well. Belotti should have had 4, but his fourth goal was this 21-minute own goal by Ruben Diaz because it came off of him. Wow, 7-0, Manchester City, done there. We also played West Brom, who were the first team to score against us in the Premier League this year. They actually went 2-0 up through Timu Pukki, who is playing for West Brom here. Still quite good. Physically, he's pretty good, and obviously off the ball, he's very knowledgeable, which is what cost us early on. He was given a bit too much room, a bit too much license to get out there. So after he scored 2 goals, we made sure that he didn't score anymore by putting Dayot Upamecano to man mark him, and we didn't see him again after 20 minutes. And we came back after half time with 4 goals just to make sure our winning run continues. So it shows we can still be hurt. You'll notice we've had our group drawn in the European Conference League. I'll show you it here. We are what group are we? Group G. So we've got the Romanian team FC Viitorul, probably, maybe, who knows? Bordeaux and Basel in our group. So it's all right. There's some recognisable teams in there, so that's something to look forward to. Anything notable? Bordeaux have got Blaise Matuidi playing for them at 35 years old. Hasn't quite got the physical attributes, but mentally he's still brilliant. And Basel have got a striker who we don't know a huge amount about yet, but he's a 2-footed Brazilian with a lot of goals in the past 2 seasons for Basel, and 2 already this season as well. And he's in taking a look at him is Everton, Leicester and Borussia Dortmund, so you know he's going to be quite good. Well, yeah, so that's our group, which means currently we were going to meet back for Tottenham and West Ham, but because we got this group game, I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to show you both our starting 11s, because we have 2. We rotate the entire side, which is going to be fantastic. And I'm actually so trusting and a bit quite maybe too relaxed about the quality in both 11s. I think Premier League we start our first 11 that we would start on a strong day, and then In the Europa League, we can rotate the whole team midweek, which means it shouldn't be as much of an issue, barring any injuries, of course. And with injuries in mind, I actually have made one more signing. It's only a loan deal until the end of the season. There's an option to buy, but I don't think we'll take it. Just in case we get another crisis of injury crisis on the wings, we brought in Julian Draxler on loan from Tottenham. He was transfer listed there, but he's either-footed, can play either side on an inverted wing attack. Is one of his favoured sort of roles. And he's got good dribbling, good first touch. He can hit a ball, good passing, either-footed, like I say. I think it's a good loan signing just in case. He's not registered for the European Conference League, so he is going to be a bit part player, probably in FA Cup matches and such. We have had to leave a couple of players out of the European squad. For instance, Marcus Leonardo is actually quite unhappy that I've left him out of the squad. Because he's an important player, because, about contract negotiations. Oh well, he's here. He'll play in the cup games, I guess, when we get to the FA Cup. Oh, not going to be happy about that. I forgot about Goodmanson as well, who I brought in on a free, 700k compensation to Wolves. He looks bloody good, doesn't he? Oh, it's nice. Now, one thing to quickly note as well, Luca Netz also didn't make the European squad. If you're seeing this on Wednesday, well then, good news. There's still going to be a Friday video as well. I'm going to try and get 2 videos out this week so we can speed things up. And that is because if you're seeing this on Friday, you should see Wolves and Chelsea, or Chelsea and the Romanian team. Basically, I want to get the Chelsea fixture in there. They are probably going to be one of the title rivals, as well as Liverpool this season, doing quite well. Obviously, they have lost to Brighton though, so maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, if you're seeing this on Wednesday, that's great news, because that means there's 2 Football Manager videos this week that you can get your teeth into. Oh yes. Now that we've said all of that and wasted everybody's time, it's not a waste of time, look at that, it's brilliant. We can get into the game today. First game is against Tottenham, who 19th, 2 draws is all they've mustered against Man United and Liverpool, which is weird, but some big losses away from home. They've played a lot of the big teams already, so that's probably why they're down there. Hopefully we can add to their misery though. And let's have a look at that team. Oh, I think it's this team. It's the big boy team. It's Livakovic, it's Owen, it's Badiashile, it's Upamecano, it's Aarons, Bailey, Camavinga, Longstaff, ASM, Belotti and Wilson. It's our stronger starting 11 that starts today. And then, like I say, you'll see the second team. I say the second team. This is team 1, that's team A, right? You'll see the other team in the midweek game against Basel, our first European outing of the season. For now though, let's go into the Tottenham match and see if we can pile on the misery there and pile on some more points to our total. See if we can, maybe, let's press Harry Kane, for God's sake. Maybe really make something of this season. The media are giving you a lot of credit. That's gone down well. Let's hand out the faith. Bailey, you're going to be... No, he's still nervous for some reason. Not sure why Leon Bailey's nervous. He's wanted by Man United, so maybe it's that. Send the assistant. Like I say, here we are. Away at Spurs today at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let's see if we can get those points. It's the first highlight of the first half. It's a long throw. It's a goal! I was about to say what a boring first half it's been, but it doesn't matter when you score, does it? A long throw routine results in an ASM goal. It's winger to winger. Bailey, close to the corner flag there, gets it in. ASM, not known for his heading, gets to it. Keeper should have probably come out earlier, and he might have dealt with that, but I'll take a goal. Lovely. There is another highlight just before the half-time whistle goes. It starts with their keeper passing it out on the Celso now. He's tackled by Camavinga, who's been awesome so far. 4 assists in the first 5 games. Belotti's in. It's 2-0. Fucking come on. Done a little swear there under my breath, but you're used to that by now. You're used to a lot more sweary swears. But just, they're usually in anger. But I feel so at ease right now. Oh, I shouldn't, because it's going to go wrong at some point. But Belotti with a lovely finish for now. He has started this season like we probably wanted him to start last season, but he's had that settling in season now, and he's doing really well this season. Banging in goals. That takes us to half-time. Brilliant so far. Don't let your performance levels drop. I'm going to tell them as well. still got faith in them just to try and turn around that. Leon Bailey's still demotivated. He's confused as to why I've said that, because he's on an 8.2. But I just want them to not get complacent at all in any games. We've seen from that West Brom game that we can be opened up by the right players, the right times, the right teams. As Anthony comes out to Reguilon here on this left-hand side. Reguilon into Underbelly, but it's intercepted by Longstaff with a punt upfield, and Wilson can add to his goal scoring this season. He doesn't quite though. And Whiteman in goal, who I'm not familiar with, makes the save. Here we go, another goal kick for Spurs as they play it out from the back to Alexander Isak, who knocks it down to Harry Kane. Upamecano is all up in his grill though, and it's through to Belotti. He makes it a corner, which is exactly what I expected. I didn't expect Belotti just to score as soon as he's through. Also, we'll watch the corner. If you notice today that the sound is better, it's because we've got the volume up, but also we've turned on the noise reduction filter on my recording software, which should hopefully make the difference to all that background noise that you might usually hear. As Wilson comes forward, he's got Belotti in the centre. Can he find him? He goes for it. Whiteman makes the save and clears it quickly to Harry Kane, who makes it through to... No, the centre-backs are just... Oh, mwah. It's beautiful defending. It's into Wilson, and he should have scored there, really. But we keep coming at Spurs, and I'm going to demand a little more just to put the pressure on the boys. Maybe get that third, make it comfortable. Dele Alli moving forward at us. Sean Longstaff with a good challenge though. Badiashile, ball forward to Belotti. It's wonderful football again to play it out from the back into Wilson. This time, surely. Oh, and this time it is Callum Wilson, 6th goal of the season already. And you know that's good because I've told you already, he hasn't been playing in the cup games or the European qualifiers. So that is 6 Premier League goals through and through. The goal scoring machine that Callum Wilson is just doesn't stop moving. Whiteman didn't have a chance for this one. He's done well up to this point, so I do feel for him a bit. But I don't at the same time because we're playing really well. Corner for us 69 minutes into the match. It's into the box, it's out of the box, and Anthony has a chance to... Sorry, not Anthony, it's no H there, it's Anthony. Has a chance to break an Ndombele, who's a very good player. Gives it to Harry Kane into Lo Celso. Lo Celso looking for an option, goes out to Alexander Isak. He's tackled by Bailey, not quite though, he gets the ball back again. Reguilon can put a cross in from there. Tottenham looking a bit dangerous here. Reguilon's got space to put the cross in now. He gets past 2, he gets into the box and Dele Alli's there. It's going to be counted offside. Well, we do not concede. But that is a wake-up call for us. I don't know who's offside there. Let's have a quick look at that. I'm saying as if I'm in charge of watching it. I'm not. Let's have a look. It's disallowed. It is disallowed. Kane's offside, it's saying. I don't know if Kane was involved, but the ball in there... he's blocking the keeper. I mean, the keeper still dove past him, so it doesn't really matter. But we take that, and Tottenham are coming forward a bit more now. As Iwobi, Bailey clears only as far as Hjulberg. Hjulberg will turn into Ndombele. It's a good midfield, Hjulberg and Ndombele. But they're not really making a lot of it now. They've gone a lot more attacking. Kane's in this time. And that is a goal. It's his first of the season for Harry Kane. So I'm going to tell the entire team to focus. I know that usually upsets them greatly. So let's see if that does it again today. Ndombele into Anthony. They're waiting for that through ball. And it is good. Upamecano can't quite get in front of Harry Kane there. And that is something to watch out for. 70 minutes gone. Let's make a change. So far, the players not having the best game. Sean Longstaff's on a 6.5, so we're going to bring on the work rate of Morten Thorsby. Sorry if I just say his name right. And that is the only change for now. And let's see if we just hold this lead for the final 15 minutes. Maybe get one more if we're lucky. Here we go. We might be lucky with that long throw. It's into the box. And it is a goal. It's Callum Wilson. Who else but Callum? Oh, you just imagine the opposition managers, what they must be shouting when they see Callum coming at their goal. When they see Callum in the box like that, lurking. Look at all those Tottenham players. Nobody gets near him. They're terrified. The opposition manager just on the bench, shouting, Wilson! 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 Crazy. ASM's a little tired, and with 83 minutes gone, I think we can afford to make the change. Serrano on. So far, nobody else is really that tired, so we'll give him a minute. Owen's pretty tired now. He's been playing a lot of football. Like I say, Luca Netz hasn't been able to be registered for the European competition. Wilson into Aarons though. Aarons look backwards to Camavinga into Bailey. Bailey takes a run. He's going inside. Long ball over to Serrano, who's just on. And he's got a chance to pulls it into Belotti, into Wilson. And it's 5-1 away from home. Pile on that misery. You see Spurs here. There's already a pile of misery on top of them. Pile on some more misery on top of that. That's lovely, Bailey. Over to Serrano. And he doesn't try and run inside. He gets the ball straight into Belotti. Belotti's shot is blocked, but Wilson's there as well. And that's why you have two strikers. One can just bury the chance. The other one didn't. With that, we are going to make another change. Luca Netz is going to come on for the final few minutes. Give those extra 5 minutes of rest to our left back Owen there. And with that, 5-1. We are a real... don't say it too early. There's only been 5-6 matches played. But we're a real contender this year. A real contender. Wow. Very well played, everybody. Love that. Individual talks. Give Wilson, Belotti, and Bailey an extra outstretched arms. I'm delighted with your performances, and continue. Wow, what a game. And with that, I will see you for the European match and introduce you to the Team A as opposed to Team 1. Remember how we talked about? I'll see you back for that. And we're back. It's match day 2 away in Switzerland at Basel. And here it is, the second team. You may notice a few little orange injuries, but I have had my medical team have a look over them. And Throsby is capable for the full match. Almiron for 75 minutes, so we've got winners on the bench ready. Let's run through this. This is the second team, apart from Livakovic, who just plays every match, because Mark Hill's not quite at that level yet, and Freddie Woodman is Freddie Woodman. Less said about that, the better. So it's Livakovic in goal still. Owen would usually be Jamal Lewis, but he's currently not ready. He's had a bit of an injury for the last few months, which is why Luca Netz actually got recalled from his loan. But like I say, he's not registered for the competition. So Owen does start. We've got Aarons on the bench, so if Owen's a bit tired, because we need him for other games, Aarons can come on. They can share the load, like Samwise Gambier once said. Share the load. Matisma and Mosquera is our centre back partnership. Matisma is wanted by a lot of clubs on loan, but I'm hoping to get a lot more first team football this year. He's part of the second back two with Mosquera, who is just brilliant. Menino, it starts at right back. Almiron just had a bit of food poisoning. He starts at right wing. Aya, like I say, the deep line playmaker on defend in the centre of field with Thorsby. It's a hard-working Norwegian midfield. Oh, I didn't even know it before. It's all Norwegian in midfield there. Serrano on the left-hand side. Got a few goals already. Looking like a quality purchase. Up front, it's Pietro Pellegrini we bought in the first season in January, remember, and Adeyemi, whose quality you saw a bit of flash of quality in that first game. I don't think he's actually scored yet in the games that he's played, but he's really putting himself in those positions, and I think it's just a matter of getting that finishing composure up to the level, and then he'll be right there banging in the goals. He's off the ball work, his dribbling, his pace is already good enough. He just needs to get that finishing, and then he'll be there. Let's go play Basel. So here it is, their team. Any names recognise? That's a Shaka. Don't know if it's the brother of Granit, but we'll only find out. Fabian Fry is a name you might recognise, as is Valentin Stocker from the past. Bjorn Engels has been a wonder kid, centre back for a while now. I'm not sure if he's quite as good this year. Football manager. Let's go out there and play our own game, and we should win. Faith. Pump fists, faith. Pump fists, faith. It's a lovely routine, as is sending the assistant. This is our first European game. You're here to see it. And this is what the second team looks like, as there's a highlight from kickoff, which can only go one of two ways, and that's really good or really bad, as most of the highlights do in Football Manager. They're moving forward. Valentin Stocker, I pointed out before the game, so got the ball there, back to Pietro, back to Fry. He's got a bit of room to work in. He goes all the way back to his keeper. And here comes Adeyemi, the pace of him burning down. Menino heads it down. Pellegrini going to get there. He doesn't. Adeyemi's got back on side with that pace. Adeyemi now moving out to uses stronger left foot. Can he get a ball in the box? He doesn't. Serrano's there, and it's a goal in 42 seconds. Nico Serrano, 4th of the season in all competitions. Oh, he's very good. ASM's probably looking over his shoulder just in case Serrano wants to take his first team spot, which he probably wants to do in the next few years. But ASM is a team leader here now in the hierarchy, as is Sean Longstaff at 25, and Callum Wilson. So 3 of our big names, our big name boys who have been here since day one, they are the team leaders. 1-0. We go into another highlight. Aya and I think that was Mosquera just play it from like 2 foot in front of each other. Back as before. Serrano now. He's got an opportunity to shoot or go in. He goes for the shot. He just misses. That's a shame, Nico. Probably should have played that across the box. Made it 2-0 there. Another highlights. 14 minutes have gone as the Xhaka, we're not sure if it's the brother of the Xhaka, plays a throw in. And we go back to the keeper for them. Stocker. Menino's going to get there again. They just seem to be trying to go out to this left-hand side, and Menino's just really get every time. I love that, Menino. After he brought you in initially as a midfielder, we did, but now he's our second choice right back, and a bloody good second choice right back, if you ask me. They go out to Arthur Cabral. I think that might be the Brazilian we're looking out for. As Von Moos takes a shot, Livakovic holds that easily. Oh, it hasn't ended though. Pellegrini knocks down the kick, and Adeyemi's made his way past one into the box. And again, just needs that extra little bit of finishing. I think we should really train that finishing for Adeyemi, if we're not already, which I think we should be. 25 minutes have just gone. I was about to make a shout, but I wasn't really sure what to do. Either way, we've got to highlight Menino's picked that up again. The long balls just keep falling to Menino's feet, and Aya, with his good passing into Thorsby. The Norwegians in the midfield there, playing it backwards and forwards. Thorsby, Pellegrini, Adeyemi! Oh, that would have been one way to get your first goal, Adeyemi. Unlucky, mate, unlucky. Throw in, Menino, long throw. It's into the box. Pellegrini's waiting. Keeper punches, and it has fallen to them. Von Moos is going to try and knock that on, but there's nobody there apart from Menino, who picks it up again. Gabriel into Matisma, a young 20-year-old centre-back, who we got at the same time as Badiashile. And we haven't seen a lot of him. You might not have seen much of him at all. He's been playing in cup games pretty much for the last 2 seasons, but he's now a part of this Team A, rather than Team 1. Von Moos, though, is through. He's got past Mosquera, and he's actually put that in, which isn't what we really wanted. I'm going to try and demand a little bit more there, because I don't really want to lose games in the old European Conference League. Oh, we're back. Sorry, well, there was a bit of for some reason there was a big stutter there, but we didn't miss anything, and Von Moos made it through. Made it look a bit easy. Livakovic just knelt down in front of him and prayed that he would miss. He didn't, so, you know, pray harder. Corner for them. Let's not just throw this all away now. Livakovic holds that. Is that the whole highlight? Nothing but the highlight? No? Livakovic's going to kick it long. Pellegrini knocked that down. He does to Serrano. Serrano, we're on that left-hand side now. He hasn't quite got the pace to burn. He's got probably more pace than a lot of these guys on the field. He comes inside, takes a shot, and that is not the best finish we'll see. Another highlight before half time. This game has been a lot more action-packed than that Tottenham game, and there were 6 goals in that Tottenham game. Thorsby with a good challenge, and he's into midfield. Adeyemi's got that pace to burn. He's left-footed though, so probably wanted that to fall to the other side as he gets a corner from it, which probably will come to nothing. You'll know if it doesn't cut, if it comes to something, because you'll see it right there. It didn't come to anything. Half time, 1-1. Looking at the XG, we've been robbed a bit there, but not happy so far with the 1-1. But I do have faith that they're all difference makers out there. Let's see if we can get the second half one. Owen is on the ball now as the first highlight of the second half is underway. Owen forward to Adeyemi, doesn't quite get there, but Menino will get that, and Aya sitting deep plays the ball into Almiron. He plays it into Adeyemi, who's going to try and come inside on that left foot. He does, and there's his first goal for the club. You're here to see it. Adeyemi, remember the name, because if you don't, then you're going to forget who he is by the next time I've seen you, and that's probably not the best. You really want to remember who's playing here, otherwise you're not really following the series. Adeyemi just takes his time, comes inside, opens up, gets on that left foot, and the keeper is left on the floor. 2-1. Let's get a few more. Seal the deal. Here is another highlight. A few minutes have passed since that last one. Pellegrini and Owen playing it round through to Serrano. He's got space to move into on that left-hand side. He picks out Pellegrini, who doesn't quite do it, and he's been tackled by Arthur Cabral. Arthur is coming forward now. And Thorsby, that's a red card, isn't it, Thorsby? That was a little bit silly. Well then, so we've got the last 20 minutes with 10 men, thanks to one half of our, what we'll now call the Norwegian Nut Boys. Because he's only got 12 aggression. What's he doing that for? And a sec. Editing loop. Zoom in on that player trait. Does not dive into What is that, Thorsby? That's not you. That's not you, is it? Now what? Well, I'll tell you what. Matty Longstaff is on for Pellegrini. And he goes down into the midfield. Thank you. Box to box. Adeyemi stays up front on his own, and we continue as if nothing happened. 20 minutes left. We've got a 2-1 lead. We're still positive. I think we're still the better team with 10 men. Matty Longstaff, while not the best player, has the ability to be a good squad box to box player here. So that's why we brought him on the bench today rather than Sean, because Sean is needed for the first team. They do come forward. Serrano with a good interception into Owen now and punted out, but it's only as far as the midfield. Mosquera punts it forward, and now with only one up front to chase those balls, it's a little bit more difficult to maybe make a chance. So Fry's in the midfield. He's going to be tackled though by Serrano. Serrano, get that ball through. He doesn't. He goes alone and he goes into the box, and it's a shot straight at the keeper at the end of it. But good running by Serrano, who you see the quality of him there. And as was mentioned by the team, Almiron's only recommended for 75 minutes, so we're going to bring him off now. Get Leon Bailey out there, that extra little bit of quality for the last 15 minutes. Hopefully this is just a highlight because I made some changes. Don't do it, Van Moos. Great challenge by Mosquera, and we're away. Long throw, Leon Bailey takes it. Into the box it goes. Adeyemi's there! Adeyemi's got 2! Oh, that should seal it with 10 minutes left to go. A long throw again. Oh, I should have set these up 2 seasons ago, shouldn't I? Long throws. They are, a bit broken, but I don't care. I'm going to use whatever's broken. Adeyemi, lovely finish. They should do better than that. And what can you say? Leon Bailey gets an assist coming on there. And with 10 minutes left, we're going to make the change that I mentioned at the start of the match. Max Aaron's on for Owen, so Owen gets a bit of freshness back for that second, for that game at the weekend. See Serrano and Aya, probably you would take off if you were you, but I'm a me. And we carry on with those two on the field because they're not going to play at the weekend. They'll be on the bench, so don't mind them getting a bit tired. Matty Longstaff's picked that up outside the box from a corner of free kick, whereas Bailey moving inside the box now can make it 4. It's a good save from a tame shot from Leon there, and the ball goes forward from the keeper. Van Moos heads it down. Petretta into Chipperfield in the midfield to Tushy. Get a laugh at that name in a bit. Palulu. Wonderful names on the show here. Let's focus. As we're going to say, focus there. As I was a bit busy laughing at Tushy and Palolo, which I'm still laughing. Palulu and Tushy. Palulu hits that in, and Paradella with a good finish. Got to say, from that angle, first time as well. 3-2. We are down to 10 men. Livakovic's not having the best game of his life, is he? Chipperfield into Fry. Let's not throw away the 3 points here, because that would be bad. Von Moos is through, though. He's going to try and take on both defenders. Oh, fuck off, will you? Swiss bastards. Let's not get too salty, because what's happened there? I'm not really sure what's happened there, actually. I'm going to skip that because I don't want to watch that again. We've thrown away a 2-goal lead, and that's irritating. Let's not throw away the draw. Let's not do that. Let's win it, actually. Go on. I know we can win it because we've come from 2 goals behind in a game already this season. Serrano keeps the ball. Max Aaron's with a long ball forward. Adeyemi, make it a hat-trick. He's not offside, is he? He's not offside. Surely don't say he's offside. He's not offside. They're checking. He's offside. I thought for a second we'd won it there. Still a few minutes left. Let's have a look at that again. Aaron's, yeah, he's just strayed off there, Adeyemi. He's got that extra bit of pace. He should have waited the extra second, but what can you do? There's another highlight. Still on the ball. Menino with a throw-in. We're waiting, Gabriel. He throws it long towards Adeyemi. It comes back to Menino. Now it goes forward. Adeyemi in behind again. He's had a great game. Oh, that shot. Cannons off something of the keeper. And the corner is going to be another highlight. Bailey to whip it in. Can we steal it at the death with 10 men? Leon Bailey. Corner in. It's out. Matty Longstaff. Oh no, Tushy. He's got his Tushy on it. Tushy's there. Matty Longstaff, tackle him. Don't get sent off, Matty. What are you doing? Is this a real highlight, or are we just seeing the end of the game now at this point? I'm not sure. Palmer Brown, I recognise that name. Is he a former Chelsea youngster, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll look afterwards. Maybe we won't. Bjorn Engels is on. Chipperfield. Palmer Brown. Into Engels. Back to Palmer Brown. Back to their keeper they go. And we're still pushing. And that is the full-time whistle. 3-3. Now, we did this game to show off the quality in the second team. We showed that off. The XG suggests that basically what we've shown there is Livakovic's had an off day. Thorsby's decided to go against everything he's ever stood for. And we've drawn 3-3. I'm going to say unlucky. Really, we should have won that. But, yeah. Oh well, these things happen. The other teams drew in the group as well, so it doesn't really matter. It just means now there's less chance for anybody to do anything. He's been banned for a match. It was a bad challenge, so we're not going to repeat it. We're just going to fine him, and we're going to get 50k for that. Anyway, now that you've seen that, you've seen our first draw of the season in all competitions, but you've also seen a 5-1 win, so I still treat you well, don't I? We're going to meet back then for Chelsea and the Romanian team FC Viitorul in the European Conference League. That's when we'll meet back for a big game in the Premier League, the weakest side in the European, in our group at least. So hopefully we can, if it does go wrong in the Chelsea game, we can cheer ourselves up with that hopefully. And we'll also update you on what's happened in between. If you like the video, subscribe, like, all that good shit. And I will see you next time.